I'd like to talk to you a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of the things that happened from my side of the story. There's been a lot written and a lot said about what happened to me, but never from my side.
Okay, hello friends. Welcome back to a new episode of Let's Talk Elvis. Another little off-the-cuff video today. As you can probably tell, I'm not at my house. Again, dog sitting. When am I not dog sitting? That's the joke. But I just wanted to get a few things off my chest. I look crazy. Just rode home with the windows down. But I literally was like, let me come home and talk about what I'm thinking about, because if I don't say it now, I'm going to forget it. So here we are. I posted a reel. When was that? Last weekend, maybe, a little bit ago. And it was about that article, or that, like, not article, but that statement that Bon Jovi came out with about how he doesn't want to end his career in the way that Fat Elvis did. He doesn't need to be the Fat Elvis, is what he basically said. Something along the lines of, like, he didn't want to go back to performing after surgery or vocal surgery or whatever it was that he was having done, and have his concerts be like subpar or like below his like own level that he set for himself of performance, if the surgery kind of messes him up, and he doesn't need to be the Fat Elvis. Which, okay, first of all, I did not post that to hate on Bon Jovi at all. I don't give a frick about Bon Jovi, if I'm being so honest with you. Living on a Prayer, yeah, girl, get it. Like, that's a good song. I don't really care. So for the few people who were like, girl, don't hate on Bon Jovi, he didn't mean that. Sorry, that was rude. I'm trying not to be rude here. I'm not attacking anybody, girl. I am just a little bit riled up, though, I will say. I'm not coming for Bon Jovi, bae. I don't care about him, to be really fair with you. I was more so coming for his choice of language. That was the meaning behind that post. Okay? So if you watched that and you viewed that as like, oh, this girl doesn't like John Bon Jovi and she's honestly being really mean to him, you missed the point. Okay? My issue is, like, I do not understand where we have gone wrong in the world, where we have come in this world, that people will reach so far to make the most inhumane, like, insensitive, just plain wrong behavior okay, and give it an excuse. Make it okay. Because it's crazy to me. Like, people, and I've seen it so much through being in this community, where people will reach so far to make just things that are just wrong okay. Like, give it an excuse. Sorry, I'm moving my camera. Not to bring it up again, girl, and I'm not making this video, like, I'm not making this the point of this video, but I am just going to bring it up again because it's relevant. But I talked about the SNL sketch when it happened, the Austin Butler SNL sketch. I talked about it when it happened. I talked about it this winter in a video, about how I just viewed that as so wrong. And I got so many people who commented things like, you don't understand the point of the sketch. You don't understand why that joke was made. You don't understand why John Bon Jovi said he didn't want to be the Fat Elvis. I do understand. That's not my point, though, right? Like, I don't care why the joke was made. I don't care, really, why Bon Jovi said what he said. Did I need to know why he said what he said in order to make a credible argument? Yes, of course. So I did do my research, and I did understand, girl, why he said what he said. I totally understand that. And honestly, it's valid. Like, yeah, I get it. You don't want to be viewed in a way that isn't up to your standards. I get it. You want to put your health first in ways that you don't think other people did. I get it. Period. You didn't need to tell the world, though, that you don't want to be the Fat Elvis. That's the problem. And honestly, I don't understand, like, the people who are saying, I will say, the reel that I posted almost has like when I last checked, almost 400 comments and almost 69,000 plays, which is kind of a lot for this community. And so when things get that kind of traction in this community, when you're posting things like that, and it's getting a lot of people viewing it outside of this Elvis community, people who are not Elvis fans, people who don't care about Elvis, a lot of people are seeing it, viewing it, that are not Elvis fans at all. When you get that, you will get comments that are just off the cuff wild. And usually I just delete them because they're so insensitive and crazy and disgusting and rude and hurtful, and we see it all the time. But I have gotten so good at just deleting them because it's not worth my time. But for the people saying, like, not even hating on Elvis in my comments, but like people who are saying, I don't understand why, or like somebody was like, oh, we really are just getting so sensitive about everything these days. Yeah, I would agree with that. We are sensitive about a lot of stuff. But mark my words, the first time, girl, that someone would say that about somebody that you liked, or better yet, the first time somebody would say that about somebody who's just alive in general, your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your grandma, your best friend, you, girl, what if I literally looked at you and was like, I don't need to be you because you're fat. I don't want to look like you. I don't want to sound like you. I don't want to be like you because you're fat. And it doesn't matter why I'm saying that. I could have every reason to not want to be like you. It doesn't matter why I'm saying it. It's the fact that I literally used words out of my mouth to be hurtful and shameful and insensitive and disrespectful to somebody else. And that is wrong. That is wrong. Let alone an artist who is coming from the same kind of world of the person that he's talking about. Like, Bon Jovi is a musical artist. Elvis was a musical artist. You both share that. Like, you both share that world. And so I don't understand why you would come for somebody in that way that you clearly don't even understand one thing that you're talking about. I don't want to be like the fat Elvis. You don't even know, girl. You don't even know. Because when I tell you, Elvis wasn't fat because he ate too many hamburgers. And Elvis wasn't fat because he just let his health go, girl. He wasn't just running himself into the ground, letting himself go. That's not how that was working. So to even make a comment, see, but I'm justifying it by saying that. I'm justifying saying, like, he's making that comment not even knowing, like, what Elvis was going through with his health in his body and his, functions and mental, physical, emotional, all that thing. He's making that statement not even knowing. No, he's making that statement, which is wrong. Using those words, girl, is wrong. Referring to somebody as the fat anything is wrong. And in 2024, when everything is about uplifting people and making people feel comfortable and safe, and not everybody is the same. You never know what somebody's going through, what somebody's dealing with. You don't know why they look the way they do, why they act the way they do. You don't know. To make that comment in 2024 and then have people say, I don't know really why you're so upset, or people will get so upset over anything these days. Yeah, I will. Because what you don't understand is that you don't feel the same way about this person that I do. So you're coming onto my page as an outsider looking in saying, I don't understand why you're feeling the same way you do, or I don't understand why you're feeling the way you do, so you must be wrong. That's what you're saying. If you don't understand, you will criticize it. And that's what I've been dealing with. Like, I don't understand why people wouldn't get why I'm upset, and so many other people would be upset that someone we loved is still being shamed and mocked in ways that are so disrespectful and so hurtful, when the people making those comments have no idea what they're talking about in 2024, when we could have used any other type of wording, or honestly even left Elvis out of it, because he had nothing to do with the statement you were trying to make. You don't want to go back touring when your health isn't 100%, because you don't want to give shows that aren't 100%, and you want to put your health first, which is completely understandable. There was no need to bring Elvis into that. No need. You could have made that remark. You could have made your point without even bringing another artist into it in such hurtful ways, using such hurtful language. That is my problem. And of course, that would upset me because I care about this person that you are talking about. It is the same thing as if you said something hurtful about my mom or my dad or any other member of my family. I love this person. And whether that seems crazy or weird to you, it doesn't matter. That's what you don't understand. You don't understand why it would hurt me because you don't get my feelings. So don't come onto my page, especially other people who are saying the same things, and say that it's weird for us to be feeling this way when you don't understand why we're feeling this way. Because you don't understand our feelings that we have for this person. But regardless of the feelings that we have for this person, it should be common sense in people's heads that you do not refer to people like that. You don't refer to people like that whether they're celebrities. You don't refer to people like that whether they're just average Joes walking down the street. You wouldn't do that. So you pay the same respect to Elvis. Pay the same respect to people that you don't necessarily like, but they're still a human being regardless. I am convinced that because Elvis is dead, and because, sorry, I'm literally sitting on the floor and like my legs are falling asleep. Sorry. I'm convinced because Elvis is like no longer on this earth, that people literally now more than ever view him as a caricature, as somebody who's not real. And it's okay to make fun of him. It's okay to mock him. And it's okay to view him as somebody who was not a real person because he's not here to defend himself. And people like me, like people of my generation, I mean, who sit back and they mock him and they say all these really disgusting things about him, only do that because they weren't alive in the time period that he was at all. And they obviously don't have any feelings towards him. Like they don't respect him in any type of way or admire him in any type of way. So why would they, feel like they need to have kinder words when they speak about somebody? One thing about loving Elvis, one lesson that I've learned is that everybody, no matter what it is, deserves respect in the way that you speak about them and in the way that you treat them, even after death. It doesn't matter. I could name the artists on my hands that I don't give a crap about personally. Like, I don't really listen to their music. I don't really care how many kids they had or who they were married to. I really don't care. But never in a million years would I sit down and mock them and make fun of them and talk about them in such hurtful ways when I know that they were a father and they were a son or a daughter. They have people who love them still today walking this earth. Why would I do that? They were a human being who also deserves respect just like you. And for you to sit there and say, I don't understand why you're so upset, then you let me know how you would feel if the same thing happened to you. Let me know. The comments about how Elvis is just some guy who died in the toilet or just some guy who like was overweight because blah, 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 blah. Like the way that Elvis is remembered, and I'm not even going to like sit here and the comments I deleted were honestly like my jaw was like, no girl, like I will not have that nastiness on my page. And that's another thing. Like, don't come on my page and be like, oh, so now we're just deleting the comments that you don't agree with. Yes, I will be. Thank you. This is my page. And if the comments are not to my liking or don't make me feel comfortable or they're not things that I would want associated with me and what I stand for and what I do here, I will be getting rid of it. So keep the nastiness to yourself. Keep the nasty words to yourself. And honestly, do some research before you even open your mouth at all. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And it would take me so long to sit down and reply to everybody. And then to have them listen to me is like the other chore that Elvis's, quote of like, kill it and get it behind you. Just kill it and get it behind you because it's not worth it is what I literally think in my head every day. It's really not, because so many of these people they don't care about, what you have to say. They have an image in their head, and that is the image that they have set. And that's going to have to be okay, girl. I can't change that. I cannot change the image that you have of him in your head. But do not come around here and spew that on my page or to the other people that love him who are here celebrating him, because this is a page of only respect for not only him, but everybody in his family and everybody else. I didn't post that about I can't even talk. I can't even say his name. Bon Jovi. Thank you, girl. Get an easier name to say, please. Sorry. No, but I didn't post that about him to attack him or to be rude to him or to say that he should die in jail. Like, girl, I didn't say anything mean or hurtful in my comment on that reel. Nothing. So I expected people, silly me, to follow suit and also keep the comments respectful and towards both artists. And there have been a lot of comments that are pretty nasty towards both artists that I've been trying to babysit and delete the ones that are rude because I don't want that on my page. And I don't think either of them deserve that. My purpose with that was not to point out him, Bon Jovi, and say, you're such a loser and you should rot for this. That's not my point. My point was the wording that you chose to use when you made that statement was unnecessary and disrespectful and disgusting. And so much of that is still happening now. So much of that is so relevant. People view artists and historical figures. Elvis is a historical figure who culturally shifted the universe. Thank you, Sally Hodel. And he deserves more than that. He's a father. He's a son. He is a friend. He deserves more. He deserves more. And I'm sorry if that seems weird to you guys, to some of you out there. I'm sorry if that seems like it's a weird thing for me to be standing up for somebody that I never met or somebody that you'd think doesn't really deserve that or someone that's not worthy of that recognition. I'm sorry if that seems weird to you. If that seems weird to you and that doesn't sit well with you, then this probably is not the place for you. You should probably keep scrolling next time because I'm not changing. What I post is not changing. And how I view things, how I view this guy and how I think he should be respected in the 42, 43, 44, how many years it is past his death, in the future and in now, it will not change. So, I just want to get that off my chest. I can't even speak. I'm literally like slurring my words because I'm so... And usually I would never even address comments like this, but it is like shocking to me that people just do not understand. They cannot comprehend why things upset me or why things upset other people. It just reminded me of like the SNL thing again. And I don't mean to bring that up because I know so many people are salty about that. Whatever. I don't care though, girl. This is how I feel about it. And I will bring it up if I want to and if I think it's relevant. But wheeling a toilet out into the stage when you're doing a sketch about Elvis, wrong. Referring to Elvis as Fat Elvis, wrong. Referring to anybody as Fat Elvis is wrong. Referring to anybody as fat, referring to anybody as making comments about their physical appearance when you have no idea what was going on, and if you did, you would not be making those comments, is wrong. And mocking the way anybody died is wrong. Anybody. It could be a celebrity. It could be a normal person walking down the street. And also get this, celebrities were normal people, so I shouldn't even say that. But it could be a celebrity or it could be somebody that's living a very, very private life. It doesn't make any difference. Everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves respect, especially when they're not here anymore to defend themselves. And if I'm the bad person for standing up for somebody and standing up for what's right in my eyes, then I will be the bad person, girl. If that makes me a bad person, that's me then, because I'm not changing. I'm not changing the way that I feel and the way that I stick up for him, because it's why I'm here, is what I'm using this account for. So if it rubs people the wrong way, then just keep on going, girl, because nothing's gonna be different around here. So anyway, hope this video goes to as many people as my reel did. I'm really hoping it hits 69,000 people to see this. I doubt it will, because it's just me sitting on the floor talking and it's no controversy tea. But hey, as long as I can get the conversation going, then there's still room for people to add to it and for change to happen and change to come and make this better, because it's really honestly disappointing in a lot of ways that this is how we're still treating people in general in 2024, because it's not right. And now more than ever, we know that it's not right. So I'm not making excuses for it anymore. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. Hope you guys are well. I'll be back soon with a new guest for Let's Talk Elvis. That was a complete jump segue, but I just wanted to let you guys know. yeah, I'll be back in a few with a new guest. I'm super excited. But for now, food for thought. Take it for what you will. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, I love hearing from you guys. So let me know. But yeah, all for Elvis. See you guys later. Bye-bye.